Top-seeded Monmouth defeats 8th-seeded Ryder 59-48. Here on the quarterfinals, they're through to the semifinals for the second straight year. Your broadcast team on the Monmouth Digital Network, Steve Bazaz, Eddie Acapinti, going to break things down for you. And Steve, it was a game that Monmouth really gutted out. It was a defensive performance. On the broadcast a few times, you referenced just how well they played. Not a great offensive night, but they really did it on the defensive side.
Well, Eddie, something that we mentioned for Monmouth is that you're not always going to have it offensively. You're not always going to shoot hot from the outside. But what travels is effort and your defense, and that certainly happened today. Monmouth defensively in the first half, they were phenomenal. They forced Ryder to 13 turnovers. In fact, at halftime, they were leading points off of turnovers 19-2 in the game, and that really set the tone.
You know, it was a day in which King Rice got awarded the league Coach of the Year, Justin Robinson, the Player of the Year, Micah Seaborn, the Rookie of the Year. However, you look in the final box score, and although Seaborn got double figures, Chris Brady and Austin Tillman, also in double figures, played huge roles for this team.
Well, what they did is that they continued to play the role that they've played all year long. And Chris Brady's had a terrific basketball season, and he was 6 of 9 today, 12 points, 9 rebounds, really solidified the middle defensively and offensively, finishing around the rim, cleaning up some of the misses and scoring some offensive putbacks. And then Austin Tillman has just been great off the bench as a spark, really plays great on the ball defense, gets his hands into passing lanes and strips guys when he's helping defensively, and then the big boying to the rim that he does and finishing at the rim too, and also hitting his free throws.
This was obviously a big win for the team moving forward. When they didn't have it offensively to show that they could get a win, I was able to be joined by Micah Seaborn and King Rice to get their thoughts on this big win. For the second straight year, Monmouth is through to the MAAC semifinals. A big reason why is the league's Rookie of the Year, Micah Seaborn, leading the way with 14 points. And Micah, first, congratulations on the Rookie of the Year honor. You get the award, then you have to go play a game, and it's a tough game with Ryder. Talk about the win.
This game was a tough one for us. We weren't hitting any shots today. I think the only person who was shooting good was Chris. He played big for us with rebounds and stuff. But at halftime, Coach Rice told us we're gonna win this game on the defensive end. So we knew we had to lock down for another 20 minutes, and it was big for us to win a game without us shooting well.
You know, Micah, so many people, when they talk about the team, especially nationally, talk about the run-and-gun offense, getting up and down the floor, but the defense has been really good all season long. When Coach gives you that challenge, what do you as a player, how do you take that knowing that you have to lock down to really move on in advance?
Today it was really big. He challenged us, so all of us looked at each other and told us we had to lock down for this game to win this game. It was a grinded-out type of game, which if we win Sunday, both games are going to be grinded-out type of games in this tournament. So it was, like I said, it was big for us to get this first win.
Yeah, Micah, my final question. The league honored you and the coaches honored you with the league's Rookie of the Year award. And what does that mean? It's a big day. You get the award, you get a win in the tournament, and obviously, huge day for you individually.
It's big. There's a lot of nights last year when I couldn't play, where I was in the gym shooting and stuff like that, that a lot of people didn't see, like some of the work I had to put in to get to this honor. So it's really big, but like I said, I couldn't do it without my teammates, the coaches. Coach Rice put a lot of trust in me coming in my first year. So it's big. With the trust that they have in me, it's a lot easier to play.
Well, Micah, congratulations not only on the award, but helping the team get through to the win. Good luck moving forward in the semifinals.
Thank you.
Second straight season, Monmouth through to the semifinals. The MAAC Coach of the Year, King Rice, joins me now. And, Coach, before we start with the win, congratulations on the league's Coach of the Year honor. Big day for you getting that and then getting this win in the quarterfinals.
Well, Eddie, you know how I do. And, you know, Dr. McNeil has believed in me so much. And, with a contract extension, with how she lets me work every day. So for me to win Coach of the Year, I want to thank her first and then really thank my players. It's all the kids. It's them showing up on a daily basis, being ready to compete, and then just thank to my family. A lot of nights when you're not winning and you're hard on your kids, it's hard on your wife. And now some good things are happening, so they get to see their dad and husband be pretty happy.
And Coach, obviously building this program up to where it is now as the top seed. You got a pretty game effort from Ryder today to advance. Your defense was fantastic in that 11-point win.
Well, that's what we talk about. I know I have a group that can score, but you win championships with your defense. And then I had to free their minds up, okay? And it didn't show today because we missed a lot of our shots, but We want to play very free on offense and tough on defense.
And Coach, getting that win over Ryder, you see him for the third time. Always tough to beat a team 3 straight times. And there were times in the game when Austin Tillman, Chris Brady, and company like that, maybe not the headline guys, but went and made plays, and they really carried you down the stretch.
Well, we've said all along, this group, no one's more important than the other group. You know, if I go down, Rick will be coaching, and as I said, probably do better than I did. Justin didn't have his best night. Micah didn't have his best night. Austin steps in, does very, very well. Colin made a big one early. Big Brady had an outstanding game. Pierre Sarr gave us some good minutes. So we're built for this, and, you know, the good news is hopefully we're going to be adding some pieces here pretty soon.
And Coach, we appreciate, obviously, a few minutes onto the semifinals. It really says something about your team when the player of the year in Justin Robinson, rookie of the year Micah Seaborn weren't really the guys down the stretch that carried you. Speaks to the depth of your team. Congratulations.
Well, thank you, Eddie. And for the fans, if you can, get up here to Albany. Come support these kids in Monmouth University basketball.
Perfect. All right, Steve, we get the thoughts from Micah Seaborn and King Rice. And, you know, I'm curious to get your thoughts moving forward and kind of wrap this one up with Ryder. You know, anytime you get a postseason win, it's huge. But to do it, again, as the top seed with the expectations, it just seemed a little bit different for this Monmouth team this year.
Well, there's a little added pressure when you're the 1 seed and you've had a regular season like Monmouth has had. And now that game's behind them. They use their defense to get through that first game. You survive in advance in March. And you hope now that those jitters are away and they shoot the ball better come Sunday.
And then on Sunday, awaiting Monmouth will be the winner of Fairfield and St. Peter's. That game is tomorrow here at the Times Union Center. About as different styles as you can get between the Peacocks and the Stags. It's going to be fun to watch that game, and then either team, you know, is going to give Monmouth a great effort.
Yeah, and Monmouth has swept the regular season series with both those opponents, but there have been some close games there, and I think for Monmouth, they just got to come ready to play. It's really about them. They have to have the energy and the intensity that they need to win. Fairfield's going to try to run up and down. St. Peter's is going to try to really grind you out and rebound. Either way, regardless, Monmouth has to really bring the energy come Sunday. And something interesting, too, about the Fairfield and St. Peter's game, they play at 9:30 on Saturday night. And then they have to come back and play Monmouth Sunday at 4:30. That's a very quick turnaround for one of those teams.
And this is the first year the tournament's done this way, with the 1 and the 2 seeds getting that kind of extra day in between. And it's funny, Canisius and Iona are playing as we speak right now. But Monmouth is through to the semifinals for the 2nd straight season. They defeat Ryder. Steve and I are going to have every game in the postseason on the Shore Sports and Monmouth Digital Network. We'll also have these video recaps post-game as we take you further inside the top seed Monmouth Hawks as they now move on into the semifinals.